Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to my video review of this knife. This is the Bestech Scimitar folding knife. The steel on this is D2. It's got G10 handle scales. It is a liner lock. The blade length is 3 3/4 inches, and the price tag is between $40 to $50 from what I've seen. I will include Amazon links to this knife. Now this comes in 3 colors, I believe. You got green, you've got beige, which I would call desert, but okay, beige, and you've got black, right? And some of them have been sold out quite a bit, but I'll include the links anyway for when they come back. Also, this same company makes a lot of other very interesting folding knife designs. This is the first one I've tried, but you can definitely browse them in the links. Now this is a liner lock, and it does lock up securely. The opener is an index flipper, and it fires very well. You also see the lanyard hold there. I did a lot of stuff with this knife, and the stuff I did is going to be the background for this video. Here it is breaking down some cardboard, I should say. Now with a folding knife, you know, I could picture you opening a package or two with this, but I really doubt anyone would use it to break down as much cardboard as I did. But it's a review, you know, it's a demonstration. People want to see it doing things. Now, cardboard is not difficult to cut, but sometimes you can see after I cut it that the piece of cardboard just like hangs suspended in the air for a split second. That's what happens when you cut with a very sharp knife. All right, so it does show something. A lot of times when I do stuff with a knife, I'm not necessarily testing the blade. You know, I'm also testing how the handle feels. And for that purpose, I test both with gloves and without gloves. Now, this footage is from when it was below freezing, so obviously I had some gloves. But I can tell you from experience, this is comfortable both with and without the gloves. The gloves are important for safety, too. Now, Bestech seems to be a brand that's coming on strong with a lot of good designs. A lot of the people I subscribe to have shown this knife or other Bestech knives. That's how I learned about it. And as soon as I saw the blade shape and the price, to be honest, it's a pretty reasonable price. You know, I thought I gotta investigate this thing. And so far, I like it. It's like I said, it's the only knife from this brand that I've tried. Here it is cutting into some wood. Not that you would use this as a bushcraft knife, but I mean, I want to test it out and get a feel for it and show it doing stuff. You know, if you look at the blade shape of this knife, it's shaped like a small to medium-sized butcher knife. Like, it's a slicer. In fact, if you imagine this as a fixed blade, which would be very sweet, and I hope they do make a fixed blade, like a true full-tang fixed blade version of this knife, that would be awesome. But yeah, it would be like a butcher's knife, like a short variation on a butcher's knife, or a defensive blade. And by the way, I am carving something. I'm not trying to make shavings. That's why I'm doing the push cuts with my thumb. I know somebody's going to be like, hey, you don't make shavings that way. That's true. It's not the strongest way to cut, but it does give precision. And you will see what I am carving, although most of my viewers probably can guess what I am carving. A shank of freedom, as I jokingly describe them. But as you watch that, let me just cover some other points about this knife. As I think I mentioned, it does lock up securely, and it does open very smoothly. The flipper is definitely in the right place. It's the right shape. This has ceramic bearings on the pivot. Right, so just mechanically speaking, it's a well-made folding knife. The spine is a bit sharp, which normally wouldn't be a problem, but I did a little carving with this. You see I made some stop cuts with a small saw there. Yeah, I think you see what it's turning into. But as I was saying, I did a little carving without the gloves earlier, and yeah, that spine is a bit uncomfortable without the gloves, so there you go. Again, not that you're even going to use this as a bushcraft knife generally, but I just want to give you the information from my experience. Now, as far as the price range on this, $40 to $50, that is a very good price for what you're getting. Ah, there you see my handiwork. What is that? It's a arrowhead shank. It's a type of shank that will only go in so deep. I mean, unless you just push really hard. However, I have made this for educational purposes only. Just demonstrating the art of wood carving as well as demonstrating the quality of this fine piece of cutlery. All right, more stuff with it. This was before I did anything. All right, this is initial sharpness. Enjoy. All right, final thoughts. Well, I really like the knife. I mean, the deployment works well. It's comfortable. It came really sharp. It's got a winning blade shape, very reasonable price. I did a lot more with it than most people would even do with their folding knife. I mean, you're probably not going to do dozens of cuts through cardboard or, you know, carve something out of just a piece of firewood with your folder. So, yeah, I mean, it held up. And there it is again with the shank of infinite justice, or mini harpoon, or whatever you wish to call it. But one created the other. It is its father. But yeah, I like the knife. This is what you buy if you've been buying like $20 budget knives and you have enough of those, and you kind of want to go to that next level, but you don't want it to be too painful financially. Yeah, $40 to $50. That's a sweet price range. So I do recommend it. Check out the links. They do help support the channel. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm out.